They aren't watching you because they admire you. They're watching because they're calculating you. You were raised to believe that kindness, honesty, and openness make you good. But in a world run by manipulation, they make you exposed. Manipulators don't look for strength, they look for softness. They search for hesitation, guilt, or the smallest sign that you crave approval. And once they find it, they move in quietly. Every smile, every compliment, every question becomes a weapon. What looks like care is often control. What feels like connection is sometimes calculation. This isn't a lecture, it's a manual for psychological warfare. You're about to learn how to stop being predictable, how to reverse manipulation, and how to move through chaos with quiet precision. From this moment forward, you stop reacting and start calculating. You stop explaining and start observing, because real power doesn't chase, it chooses. The first truth to understand is this: manipulation depends on imbalance. The manipulator acts and you react. They control the pace, the tone, and the emotion. When you remove your reaction, the game breaks. You restore balance. Every tactic you'll hear after this builds from that idea. Control the reaction and you control the field. The mirror defense is where it begins. Manipulators want emotional feedback. They want to see you flinch, defend, or justify. That's how they gauge control. The antidote is reflection. When they speak in riddles, stay silent. When they ask intrusive questions, ask them the same question back. When they fake kindness, match it politely, but without warmth. Stop feeding the dynamic. You give nothing new, nothing emotional, nothing reactive. Your calmness becomes their mirror, and soon they're forced to look at themselves. Most manipulators can't stand that. Their confidence cracks when the mask they wear is quietly reflected back. In real life, this looks like eye contact instead of argument. It looks like stillness when someone expects anger. A slow, deliberate, "Why do you ask?" when someone digs for weakness. You're no longer their participant, you're their reflection, and a mirror never apologizes for what it shows. Their next weapon is emotion. Manipulators thrive on your reactions: anger, guilt, confusion. Each one is a handle they can grab. So you become an emotion vacuum, cold, silent, unreadable. When someone throws a jab, don't flinch. When they hide an insult in a compliment, don't correct it. Let silence stretch until it becomes uncomfortable. Let them feel the emptiness where your reaction used to be. You're not suppressing emotion forever, you're containing it for strategy. In private, you can feel. In public, you stay composed. Emotion is data. You never give data to the enemy. Next is the art of time, the tactic of strategic delay. Manipulators rush you for one reason: speed kills thinking. They say, "I need an answer now," or "Why haven't you replied?" because they want control over your rhythm. Slow down. Pause before speaking. Wait before replying. Time is your weapon. Let them sit in uncertainty. Let silence make them question their own control. The moment you stop moving at their pace, they begin to stumble. The longer they wait, the more desperate they become. Desperation always reveals truth. Then comes reward reversal. Manipulators control through two levers: praise and guilt. One pulls your ego, the other your conscience. They flatter you to hook you, or they guilt you to trap you. Most people fall for both. You don't. When someone floods you with compliments, don't bite. Nod, change the subject, stay unmoved. When they try guilt, "After everything I've done for you," Stay calm and say, "Not this time." No justification, no explanation. The moment you stop chasing approval, they start chasing yours. That's reward reversal. In groups or workplaces, this becomes devastatingly effective. When someone tries to take credit for your work, don't fight for it. Instead, redirect the conversation. Compliment another teammate or move the topic forward. You've denied them their moment, shifted the spotlight, and proven that you control the frame. Manipulators seek emotional payment. When you stop paying, the economy collapses. Clarity makes you predictable. Ambiguity makes you powerful. Stop explaining yourself. Stop revealing your intentions. When people know exactly where you stand, they know exactly how to move you. Controlled vagueness protects you. Use calm, minimal answers. "I'm still deciding. We'll see." It depends. You give no coordinates, no map, you become unreadable. That silence creates doubt in their mind. They start to talk more, filling the gaps, revealing their motives without realizing it. Even your body language should carry this ambiguity. Don't over-smile. Don't nod excessively. Don't lean in too much. Stillness keeps them guessing. Did they impress you, offend you, or confuse you? They don't know, and that uncertainty is power. Machiavelli said rulers should be both lion and fox, strength and cunning. Ambiguity is cunning. It's not indecision, it's invisibility. You're not hiding out of fear, you're hiding out of control. But the most decisive tactic of all is the exit threat. The moment someone believes you can leave, and mean it, their control dies. Manipulators thrive on your dependence, on your fear of loss. When you stop needing the relationship, the job, or the approval, their leverage collapses. The exit threat isn't a performance, it's a reality you build in silence. You cultivate independence, financial, emotional, social, so that when the time comes, you can walk away without warning. You project it through your behavior. You stop being constantly available. You stop explaining your absences. You stop reacting when disrespected. Calm indifference terrifies manipulators more than anger ever will, because anger still means you care. Indifference means you've already left in your mind, and that quiet readiness to disappear is unbreakable leverage. This principle extends to every form of connection. When people believe they can lose you, they respect you. When they think you'll always stay, they start to play you. Detachment reverses that balance. It turns their game into your silence. Another layer of defense is oxygen control, limiting excess. Manipulators survive on your attention. They drain time, energy, and focus. When you ration those resources, they suffocate. Respond when you choose, not when they demand. Be brief, be selective, make yourself scarce. Presence loses value when it's constant. Scarcity commands respect. You don't need to announce boundaries. Your absence will say everything. Then there's the tactic of playing dumb, perhaps the most lethal one. You see the manipulation, you understand the trap, but you pretend not to. You smile faintly, nod, and let them think they're winning. They relax, they get careless. Meanwhile, you're watching, documenting, remembering. You gather every inconsistency, every lie, every moment of overconfidence. And when the time is right, you expose everything, calmly, effortlessly, without emotion. The manipulator never sees it coming because you never fought them. You let them build their own destruction. Documentation is part of this strategy. Memory fades, records don't. Keep notes, save messages, write dates. Build a quiet log of patterns. When the time comes to act, you won't argue, you'll present facts. That's how you turn emotion into evidence, chaos into clarity. None of this is about becoming cruel, it's about precision. There's a fine line between strategy and malice. Your goal is not to destroy others, but to protect yourself from destruction. Use these tactics to guard your peace, not to manipulate in return. Coldness is not evil when it's self-defense. Train these habits daily. Practice silence instead of explanations. Delay instead of rushing. Mirror instead of reacting. Document instead of arguing. It's a muscle. The more you use it, the less effort it takes. Soon, stillness will replace impulsiveness. Observation will replace justification. You'll stop living in reaction and start living in control. Understand this. True authority never raises its voice. The most intimidating person in the room isn't the loudest. It's the one who can walk away without warning. The one who doesn't need to win every argument because they've already won themselves. You're not here to prove anything anymore. You're here to maintain peace, protect clarity, and move like a ghost through a world of noise. You speak with intent or not at all. You reward carefully. You reveal nothing unnecessary. You are calm, precise, unreadable. And when manipulators try to test you again, you won't resist them. You'll dissolve them with indifference. That's real power. The kind that doesn't shout, doesn't beg, doesn't explain. The kind that stands still while the world scrambles to understand it. If you've reached this point, you've stopped being predictable. You've stopped being bait. You've become unreadable, untouchable, the kind of person no one can manipulate because you've learned the one rule they never wanted you to know. Power doesn't react. It observes. This is Side Signal. Like, subscribe, and remember, your war has already begun, but this time, you're the one pulling the strings.